Today we are making tamarind paste. You might be wondering why the container is so small, and to be honest, I'm kind of wondering that myself. I'm going to be making an authentic satay sauce, a peanut satay sauce, and one of the ingredients is tamarind. Now you can buy this stuff at the shop all day long, but I don't know what's in it, so I thought I would make my own and then make the video and show you how to do it. It's quite easy. So enjoy the video. Recipe for it is in the description because I'm not maintaining the website anymore. That's it. See ya. Right, so we're going to take maybe 10 or 12 of these pots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll just call it that many. What we're going to do is just going to rinse them. While we crack them open and take out the pods. We're going to rinse them, get the pods out. Now we're going to use boiling water a bit later to really clean them up. And you want to get the veins off. And then you just want to break them into individual seeds and get the veins off as much as you can. Then we're going to go to the next step. All right, so now that we've got the tamarind peeled and as much of the veins taken off as possible, we want to put boiling water, almost boiling water, onto them and just let it sit for half an hour. And you just need to put enough to cover it. That's it. And we're going to cook it until it basically turns into a paste. But we've got to let it sit for a while first. And the temperature technically should be 94 degrees centigrade, which is almost boiling. And that's it. We'll just let it sit there for half an hour and then we'll go to step 2. Okay, it's been half an hour while the pods have been soaking. So they're ready to go for the next step. And as you know, I live in Malaysia. It's hot outside. I may or may not have had a beer for the half hour I was waiting for those to soak. Anyway, so the next step is, and please make sure you've washed your hands, you need to take these pods and just kind of squeeze them to get the paste off. You want to get as much paste off as possible. And once you start doing this, you know you're dealing with tamarind. And boom, through the magic of video editing, a bowl has appeared to put the seeds in. Alright, so just do that until you've got all the seeds mushed. Oh, you want to try and get the veins off too, because it's a bit stringy. Okay, so I've got all those seeds squished out to this paste, which now I'm just going to push through through this mesh. And you can use some of this water that we soaked it in, because we're going to cook it in a little while. And that water has all the tamarind flavor in it too. and then just scrape the bottom of it to get all of that tamarind goodness. Now it's a good idea to go through the paste because occasionally you might find one of those veins. It's not going to kill you, but it's not going to kill you, but the idea is that you have a nice consistent paste. Okay, so that's it for that part. Now we're going to go into the kitchen and cook this down to a paste, and that's it. Pretty simple stuff. We're going to cook this tamarind down. Over a low heat. We're basically just going to cook the water out and make it into a paste. If you see any lumps in here, just squeeze them out with your spoon, spatula, whatever you're using. The smoother the paste, the higher quality it will be. This is also why you want to use the smallest amount of water as possible when soaking the pods, and then straining them and getting the meat off the seeds, because eventually when you come to this step you have to cook it all off. So the less water there is, the quicker it will be. Okay, once you see it starting to boil, just turn the heat down even more and just simmer it until you've cooked the water off. So as we cook it down, you'll see that the color gets darker. So as the water boils off or steams off or just goes away in general, it'll get darker. And once it's ready, you'll see, because you'll be able to draw a line in it and the line will stay. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes now, and you can see it's starting to get thicker, so we're not too far away. You could possibly use a higher heat to speed this process up, but for me, I like to take my time, because I don't want such a high heat running through this, because once this turns into the paste, I think actually is quite delicate. So personally, I believe to just take your time. Okay, so when it's ready, you'll be able to draw a line in it and the line will stay. So it's almost there, not quite. Okay, I'm going to call that done, because it stays mostly on the spoon. It's quite thick and it kind of leaves the lines. I'm using it to make something else, so this is good enough. If I was going to press this into some kind of tamarind candy or something, then it might be too wet. But for what I'm going to use it for, that's good enough. So onwards to the next step. Okay, so I've cooked this down. You might say it's not pasty enough, but since it's cooled a little bit, you can see the lines kind of stay in there. And as I mentioned, I'm going to use this to put in something else I'm going to make, which will be in a later video. So that's good enough. So I'm going to jar it, and put it in the fridge until I need it. So something to think about tamarind is it's very acidic. So you want to store it in something non-reactive, and you want to cook it in something non-reactive, like this is ceramic. And when we were doing the soaking and the peeling of it, there was stainless steel. So if you were going to try and cook this in copper, you would leach the copper out of the pan, and that would get into your food, which is not what you want. All right, so now I'm going to put it in this tiny container and put it in the fridge. And there you have it, tamarind in a tiny container.